Hey everyone, this is Miko from the Permit Empire. I wanted to just jump in this afternoon and make a quick live video. Wanted to jump right in here and make a quick video. And no, I did not do any announcement that I am making this, that I'm going live, but I just wanted to make a quick video. I am at my office, as you can see, and just I'm completely wrapping up the day. I just decided I wanted to go live, wanted to make this video because today I, did a few different things today, and I just kind of wanted to get into that a little bit. So a few days ago, I did a video where I, just talking about kind of just different things about, business and going and being in business, staying in business, talking about new goals for the new month. Hey, we're entering into, August, and today's the 2nd. So we're right at the beginning. We're jumping right into this new month. Hey, Shantae, how you doing? I am so glad to see you in here from Tennessee. I love Tennessee. Love, love, love Tennessee. It's actually a spot I'm going to be vacationing in soon. Tennessee, love you. Hey, Atrista, how you doing? Good to see you in here too. Hey, Susan from Orlando. I was just in Orlando recently. Hey, how you doing? Florida. All right. So I wanted to jump in here really quick because, of course, I was talking about new goals. It's the new month, all that good stuff. I was, did that video just a few days ago talking about it, right? So I wanted to jump in here and make a quick video. Wanted to kind of get into this. As you can see by the title, I am talking about acquiring new clients because for me, one of my goals for this month is to acquire a new client. I'm trying to obtain a new client. I am trying to kind of broaden my business. I cut out the insurance portion of my business, right? Because I had insurance clients and I was, providing that service for a few different people. And so I've decided to definitely cut that part of the business off and just, go after more permits. Now, permits is generally what I'm doing full time anyway. But I said, you know what? Okay, I'll have a little bit more room to go after that. So I wanted to go ahead and get into that a little bit more. In Tennessee, you're not able to find that much information. You know what? Because I was in Tennessee, I was looking into that too, and that's definitely something that you can do in Tennessee. I've noticed that there is a need for that because there's a lot going on there too. Um, yes. Oh, hey, Chiquita, how you doing? You're in Lakeland. You're in Florida too. All right then. And Sharon, I know you from Texas. All right, Sharon. Good to see you in here too. But yeah, so I wanted to get into this a little bit because, like I said, new month, new goals. We want to go ahead. And for me, acquiring a new client is one of my goals for the month, right? So I said, you know what? All right, new month. This is something I haven't done much of, but it's always pretty good. I decided to go out and do networking, actual like face to face networking. Now, of course, I'm always talking about finding clients, social media, because that is a really good place to find clients. I don't take that back at all. That's definitely a good place to find clients. I talk about social media. I always talk about your business attire, maybe having the magnets on your car. That's not a secret. I am always talking about having those things, making sure that you're visible, making sure you're out there. But I don't really talk much about, face-to-face networking because I will say there's not a whole lot of it available, especially, since 2020 happened. A lot of the things that I was doing before, I really haven't been able to do any of that. I don't, there hasn't been like some of the larger opportunities that I've been seeing. It haven't been so many of the large opportunities. So I noticed that, hey, there's some networking coming up. And I decided, you know what? Here, listen. I'm going to get out because my new goal for this new month is to get a new client. And it's the beginning of the month. I'm going to get out. I'm going to go out and meet face to face with people. And that is what I'm going to really take that approach. I'm going to dive into that approach this month. Okay. Because I am definitely going to finish this year off strong. That's the mindset I'm going to have. That's the mindset we all should have about our businesses. We are going to go in. We're going to, we don't go into business to fail. So we're going in it headstrong. We're going to make sure that we are doing all of the things that we need to do to stay in business. So of course, here I am. I'm out networking. It was a real nice event too. And it really put me in front of a lot of the people that I needed to be in front of. And that is face to face. I was able to, hand off cards, but actually have conversations. And here's the thing. There was actual like contractors there. And I was able to talk to them. And there was one person in particular, and she's a contractor and she has a project that's really close in the area that's going on. And she's like, that's my project. And like, I have other projects and, our team needs someone to help out with those type of services. And see, here's the thing, I may not have been able to meet her and especially have that face-to-face, conversation, and we were able to actually have, sit right there and chit chat while everybody was walking around us. We were able to take a minute. She was telling me about some of the projects that, that she has going on. And I was also able to meet with some of the other, contractors who happened to be there as well. Trista, you've been doing permits online? Yes, that's awesome. I do a lot of my permits online too. That's really cool. But yeah, so that's, I was able to actually connect face to face, and not just, like I had one contractor. He was like, okay, he saw my shirt. It was kind of a nice event, right? So I went in, but I still had on my business shirt with my information. So I was able to talk to people. They already knew what it was that I was there for. So it definitely helped. So I wanted to encourage everyone because, hey, listen, I'm on my journey this month to acquire a new client. And I know a lot of you are in the same place. You wanting to like build up your business, and especially with all of the economic downturn talk, and all of the fears that may be going on with that. Listen, it's just what we need to do. Our businesses, we need to be able to sustain ourselves, even if this is something that you're doing as like a side hustle, something that you're doing in addition to your business or in addition to your job. This really should be a strong income source for you. So we really should be making every attempt possible to make sure that this works, because at the end of the day, this is what we're eating from. We're pulling from this, we're paying our bills from this, that kind of thing. So definitely consider finding local networking events. And this was held actually by the building department. They actually held a local networking event today. So even because I always tell everyone, okay, touch bases with your building department, go in, see what's needed, see what's necessary for the permitting process, but also find out if there are any events coming up. Because I see that as of like it gets closer to October, that's when the year starts over for some of the building departments. That's how they perceive it. So they have new projects that may be coming into the pipeline for them, and they'll be able to even have those little events where you can meet up with others, where you can potentially, hey, this is the services that I provide, even just as a notary. These are the services I provide. This is how I can help you, exchange business cards, meet people, talk. And that's something that will be very, very good in your business. Wagon maker. What area do you live? Because I see, I'm looking at your comment right now. You said nobody does this in your city. They had to check to see if it was legal. What city do you, or if you don't mind me asking, what area, I guess, do you live in? Because I'm not sure of that. And yes, and Trista, it can, you know what? You're absolutely right. It can get really busy with one or two clients. And here's the thing, because I decided to kind of, build a bit of a team. So that's also one reason that I said, okay, you know what, this month I am going to try, I'm going to put everything out so that I can acquire a new client. Because you're right, one or two clients, especially construction management, you can get really, really busy. That's absolutely the truth. Yeah, and it's even in your own county. Oh, and you're in Missouri. Okay, yeah. And unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot about Missouri. I'm going to be real honest about that. I don't know a whole lot about Missouri, but I do know in my area, this is like a typical. You'll see other permit runners even at the building department. Trista can probably, even confirm that too. You'll see other permit runners even at the building department. So, but it's definitely something. If it's and it may not be something in every single area, but for the most part, it is definitely a service that's necessary. And that's also, wagon maker, that's also the reason why I always say check with your local building department first. Check to see. Like if you've watched any of my other videos too, you'll see, check to see if this is something that you can do. Check to see the need and the demand in your area. It's always good to do your due diligence first. Definitely. Definitely. Because for me, I am speaking from where I stand from my point of view. And I'm Missouri, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know much about, but definitely you always want to check with, and that's for anyone. You always want to check with your, area, your municipalities, to see if this is something that you can even do. And that goes for a lot of different businesses, because here's the thing, what I have noticed, even with construction, being a contractor, in some states, the same, those requirements that are needed to be a contractor are different in another state. So in Florida, the requirements, you have to take a test, you have to have the 4 years, the experience. There's so many different things wrapped up into it. If you go to another area, let's say you're in Philadelphia or other areas like that, it's about, it's a matter of you filling out an application. They're not even looking for the same thing. So always, in everything that you do, you have to make sure that this is something you can do in your area. Yes, and it should be. And that's also how I look at it. If it's something that, like, a lot of people haven't heard of, that may make it really easy for you to get in there and offer your services and get clients that way. We definitely want to be looking at, hey, like I said, this video is a little bit more about networking because that's what I did today. But definitely, we want to be making sure, hey, we are covered in the basis of our visibility. We want to make sure that we're out there in front of as many of our potential clients as possible. Are your magnets on your car? And also, even with that, check with your insurance to see if that is something that will be okay with you in your instance, because I understand you may have to have business insurance even for your vehicle if you're putting your magnets on there. So make sure that that's something that you are doing, even with your business attire. Last video, I was even saying, even just to have, some type of badge. Let's say you want to dress a little bit more professional, business casual, those type of things. That's great. But have something that identifies who you are. Because when you're standing in front of someone, you want them to be able to see, hey, this is what you do, and this is the services that I can use you for. And that is, it's always like a icebreaker almost. So yeah, definitely you want to make sure that you're in front of your target audience. You want to make sure that you are visible, and you want to make sure as much as possible, hey, that if there's an instance where you can speak to someone face to face, it's always a good option to be able to do that as well. Because yes, definitely, I'm always talking about, like I said, online, social media. That is definitely a great place to find, contractors to provide services too. It's always a great place. But you want to make sure, as much as possible, if you can, even just some of the local networking events. And here's the thing, here's another thing that I look at as very useful. Sometimes just teaming up with someone else that does, something close to what you're doing, that may be helpful for you too. Because even if you're teaming up with another notary, they may do more general notary work, and they may not want to be, even they're not even interested in the permitting portion of it. But if you can even speak with them to, hey, we have a connection here. If I get some of these types of services, then hey, this is something I don't necessarily want to deal with. I can push those over to you. And if you need help in this area, I can help you with that. Because I will say, not in all areas, but let's take Florida here. A lot of times you'll have a situation where you'll have a notary who's notarizing documents. She may not, or he may not want to run that permit. They may not want to handle the paperwork of it, but they know that there's a need for it. They may not, like I said, I've heard that from people. They don't want to do that portion of it. They don't want to, handle the paperwork. They just want to go in, do their general notary portion, and that's it. Even there are certain forms, like notice of commencements, different forms like that. Hey, you may just want to handle the portion of, you know, notarizing. Well, there's still a need for that form to be recorded. So it's still good to network with people, other people in your industry as well, because that will be able to provide opportunities for you that you may not have had before, right? So definitely make sure you're covering your bases. Like I said, like I did the video just a few days ago. I'm talking about new goals. It's a new month. What are your plans? Let's make sure together that we are actively chasing our goals. We're breaking it down. Let's say we're making a general overall goal for the month, or overall goals for the month. Let's break them down into bite-sized pieces so that we are making sure that we obtain those. Making sure that we're networking, making sure that every day, our business is out there. We're telling someone about our business, making sure our social media is up to date to show the services that we actually provide. We want to make sure that we are doing those things so that we can attract the clients, the clients that we're looking for, whether that be just general notary work Or, like I always talk about, because it's my love, permit running. If you're looking for those type of clients, make sure those services are listed on your social media. Make sure that what the services that you do, that's what you're portraying to the world for the most part. Make sure that, hey, if someone comes to your page, they can see what you do. Someone sees you driving by, they can see what you do. Be as visible as possible, because especially right now we're making sure, hey, let's get our clients in. Let's make sure we're, dotting our i's, crossing our t's. Let's make sure we're doing all the things that we need to do to keep our business going, right? Like I said, I just wanted to do just a quick live. Don't want to keep you all too long. I've had a long day. Like I said, I was out. The networking event actually started like 10 o'clock this morning. So I was out for quite some time, and I still came back to do some permitting, online permits. That's just the way to go. So I was able to come back in, do some online permits, get some things done, get some things taken care of. So, hey, Audio Wolf, you are from the Philippines. Good to see. It's good to have you in here. But yes, so I definitely just also like want to encourage everybody. Yes, I did that video just a few days ago where I'm talking about goals, where I'm talking about, this upcoming month and what we're looking to achieve. And I want to encourage everyone to definitely stay focused. Let's stay focused. We can stay focused together. Let's talk about what it is that we're looking forward to doing. Are you looking to acquire new clients, or what stage are you in right now? You looking to acquire? Are you looking to just kind of get out there and get your fillers out there? You're trying to get some more understanding. Like, where are you at this point? Yes, it's just the online is the way to go. Yes. But yeah, so just let me know. We'll do this together. We'll walk this together. I'll probably be going live again tomorrow so we can chit chat a little bit more about it. But I just wanted to definitely touch bases with everyone and encourage everyone. Hey, make sure your business is out there in the forefront. Make sure you're networking. Make sure you're visible. And let's get some clients. Yes, Susan, looking for clients. Yes, let's get some clients. We want to take those steps necessary to be able to obtain those clients. So definitely, Susan, make sure that your business is out there in the forefront, right? You want to make sure, hey, if you're saying you're doing permit running now, make sure that make sure you set up a business page. I don't know if you have or not, but make sure you set up a business page, for social media pages for your business, and put on there, let people know this is what I'm doing now. I'm also offering these services, and that is your way of putting yourself out there to your potential clients. And then you should also be making sure that you are, entering into some of these spaces where contractors are. If you can possibly get in front of some contractors, that would be awesome. Even some of the project management companies, property management companies as well, that would be really, really good for you. So definitely, again, thank you all so much for tuning in. And hey, LaShawn, I'm glad to see you in here too. But I'm tuning out now. So it's so good to have everyone here. It's very nice to see you as well. It's nice to see everyone. So I look forward to, just chit-chatting with you all again very soon. Like I said, I'm gonna probably go live tomorrow too. So I hope to see everyone back and we can get a little bit more into talking about permitting. I am soon going to release a couple of workshops. I'm going to do a couple of workshops. I've been getting some questions. I did a few different had a few different conversations about like notice of commencements, and I know that that's not for every state. So but it is something that I do want to get into with everyone. There's like 5 states where it's mandatory, but it's an easy way to make additional income into your business. So I wanted to do a couple workshops, just kind of going over a few things. So again, I look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. About the same time or so, but I will definitely send out the notification. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, and we'll chit chat a little bit more about, getting into permit running and all of those good things. Okay. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll talk tomorrow.